What is going on, everybody? It is Tristan. Yes, I am wearing this hoodie again in another video. It is just so comfortable. I'm sorry, but what we got going on in this video today, what we're going to be discussing is how you guys can start reselling sneakers or clothing, whatever it is really, with $500 or $1,000. Really, it doesn't take more than that to start, in my opinion. You don't need to start with some massive bulk buy that you need to hold for a year and then you can start reselling. No, that's not what it is. You don't have to wait for a year, to get your first profits from holding stuff like that. So we'll get into it. We'll discuss in this video how you guys can, resell better, and I guess kind of, start out with $500 or $1,000, because that's generally what I started with, and reselling's been going pretty good. I run this full group. I mean, again, you all can check that out down below if you're interested. Check out any of that. You guys can subscribe and like. Again, shout out Hype Labs. It's my group right there that I do with Drew. So shout out him. We've been, working on that for a while now, and that, has a whole process, daily deals, free SEO, bot supports. If you want to learn about botting, you can do that. We have resell guides. We got brick flips, so you can learn how to flip less profitable sneakers. That's a great way to start out reselling. Also is brick flips. I'll get into discussing that in a second, but pretty much everything I need to mention. So go on our website right there down below, join the waitlist if you're interested, and let's just get started here. That's how you can join, and again, pin comment or description, it'll be there. And I will discuss why that group, again, is more beneficial to newer resellers, people that may be trying to get into the game, you're newer to reselling. But let's just start, get started here and get into it. So first things first, when it comes into reselling and starting out with reselling, you want to start with cheaper plays when you're getting into, just starting out reselling. So for example, these are some McDonald's crew tees, right? A bunch of them. I bought I think 15 of these for 20 each. And it was off someone in my group that I bought them off. And these resell on StockX for about $40 to $50 each. And again, I bought them at 20 per. So if I were to sell these just straight to apps as a play, I'm making like $10 to $15 per t-shirt. And again, that is a great way to kind of start out as reselling. These are things, for example, that we do offer within our group. It's different clothing plays. I drop them in daily steals and shock steals. We always have that. That's a section within our Discord, 2 of them actually, daily deals and shock deals. We do them pretty much every day. Sometimes I take 1 to 2 days off to source more pairs. I mean, that's just something I do. Today I'm sourcing 7 Jordan 4 Canyons. So I mean, again, those are a variety of things that we drop in the group. We drop them all under market price, all under retail price, and I've been dropping these recently. You can ask. People can vouch for me in the comments, and nobody may say here, but again, in the Discord, feel free to ask. I've been dropping these for $1. $1. So $1 to $50. That's instant profit right there. In the group, and those are very easy to sell. Again, consistent sales on StockX, things like that. So first thing I just kind of want to mention right there with starting out with maybe $500 or $1,000 is don't start with big plays. Don't start with something that is going to cost you $200, $300 right off the bat, especially if you only have $500. Don't go for a play that maybe is a $250 retail or $200 retail. Just pass up on it. Unless it's a really safe bet, there's a lot of discussion on it. People are like, hey, these ones, of course, some great ones to focus on coming up, the Jordan 1 Lost and Founds. There'll be a ton of dunks in November's, the Money Year 4s. Those are great ones to start out flipping pairs with, and we can show you how to get those within our group. Again, waitlist is down below there. I'm going to be dropping a full, kind of in-store method and guide. I'm going to be backdooring some pairs to people. It's a full thing I got going on. So that's kind of, again, first, what I recommend starting out with is don't start out with super expensive plays, and maybe start out with just some cheaper clothing and sneaker flips. That's what we do in the group, and I'm gonna get my boy looped in, to start selling y'all some more clothes and things like that, since he's been starting to do that. So I appreciate you guys, and that's what we got going on. I'm gonna text him right now, see if he wants to partner. If not, I'll just sell stuff I buy from him to you guys in the group, which I actually already do. Next up, with reselling, one of the most important things that I can mention is timing. Timing is essential when it comes to reselling and things like that. So for example, let's say you buy a pair and you want to sell it for the highest amount. Actually, within our Discord, we have label scans. So you can sell items early to StockX, things like that, and get the highest price for it. So that's a feature that we offer within our group. If that's something that interests you, again, those label scans right there. So again, you can sell items in advance before you actually have them in hand. That's pretty much what it is, but timing is essential. So for example, recently Kanye West with a bunch of the Yeezy stuff, I'm gonna be selling these in the group, and I'm actually gonna be able to make some money selling these for under market, which is nice. I won't lose money on these deals. People get to make profit. It's a win-win. That's pretty much what I do. So aside from that, how it would go down, anything timing related when it comes to reselling. So for example, a pair just drops and you're wondering when to hold it. And Kanye made a bunch of these comments. The Adidas relationship with Yeezy, between Yeezy and Adidas had been getting really rocky. So I felt like it was a good time, if you kind of just were kind of noticing all of the comments and different things that were going on online, you would be able to notice, hey, it might be a good time to buy Yeezys. This partnership is going to be over soon. And I mean, that was a pretty good indication. Now Adidas has officially said, hey, we're going to be making our own versions. All the Yeezy versions are done, and now all the older versions have started to go up in price. Not as much in like the slides and things like that, but we started to see things start to rise in price due to the partnership ending. So that's another essential thing when it comes to starting out with the reselling, is timing, knowing when to buy stuff and just knowing when to sell stuff. That's a key part. So always selling stuff earlier is better, and sometimes holding until the end is good also. Sometimes it really just depends on what the sneaker is, but if you know a shoe is going to have a lot of stock, demand is going to drop off after the release, things like that. Like you're looking at the pair and you're like, you know what? I think there's better pairs coming up. I think people are going to forget about these. Sell it off. It's not a hold. That's honest answer. If you're looking at a pair and you're questioning whether you should hold it, just sell it off, bro. Don't leave the question in the air. Save for something in the future you won't question at all. So hold. That's my best advice. And of course, one of the more important places also, or not one of the more important places, but the third thing, which again is very essential, and again why having a group like Hype Labs could be very good. Again, y'all can check that out down below. Our website lets y'all know everything we offer. We got some early info for Nike looped in. A lot of great stuff has been added very recently, so y'all can check that all out down below. But aside from the basics, it's all on the site. But knowing where to sell and knowing connections is probably one of the most essential things when it comes to reselling. Definitely. I have zero doubt when I say that. It is 100% one of the most important things when it comes to reselling, because if you know someone, again, that maybe works at one of these store locations, like Foot Locker, JD Sports, Jimmy Jazz, whatever it is, that is very helpful and useful. You can use that to your advantage. Get to know the person a little better. Obviously, don't mention the back door like within the first few days, but just try to get to know them. Try to be cool. Let them know maybe you mess with the sneakers, kicks, things like that. But don't be too pushy about it. You know what I mean? Don't just first day walk in there and be like, yo, are y'all backdooring kicks? Like, no, nobody will do it for you, my boy, if you do that. You know what I mean? Nobody's gonna help you out. Some very rare occasion that they'll be like, oh yeah, we do that, but I'm saying that's like 1 out of 10 times that happens. So not very likely. But if you're trying to find your connects, again, that's why something like the Discord is useful, because we have tons of people that resell things for very good deals. People that are just trying to sell off stock, inventory, things like that. So you can get great bulk deals. You can get great single item prices, things like that in our want to sell section. You can post in the want to buy section and ask generally about what type of items maybe you're looking for. Maybe with this whole Yeezy situation, you're like, hey, I'm looking for a bunch of Yeezy slides. Can anybody let me know if you got pairs? DM me. And you can do things like that, and you can get deals, get people size lists, stuff like that. And it's a great way to overall utilize the group to get more profit from it, but also a great way you can make connections and business partnerships that will last you a long time. And that is really one of the most important things. I'd rank that in top 3. I mean, I've given y'all my top 3 here, which is knowing where to buy and sell. Well, knowing where to buy and sell in your connections. That's one. And then the second one I said was starting out with cheaper plays. Again, if you're starting out with 500, 1,000, maybe start out with like bulk clothing, like cheaper clothing flips and bulk, things like that. And then the other one I mentioned, my third, is timing. Timing is absolutely essential when it comes to reselling. That is what can make or break your flip. And that's also another thing when it comes to brick flips. We have that in our Discord where we show you how to get like discounts on sneakers and flip, shoes that normally wouldn't be profitable. We have that whole section, but the thing is that brick flips is timing. Essentially, it really is. We have someone in our group that's very good at that. They can help you all out with it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything we need to mention right there. And about Hype Labs, stuff like that. I don't know why I'm looking at my computer screen. There's literally nothing on here. I need to be focused on the camera. So if y'all want to check out my group down below, again, that is at the top of the description. Go join on the website waitlist right there. It'll be there, description or pinned comment. And if you have any questions about reselling, ask them down below. Again, I really do recommend, like, if you're starting out, always start, with kind of like cheaper clothing flips, plays, things like that. Stuff you can get like bulk on, buy like, again, I bought like 15 of these for 20 each. I can easily flip those again to StockX for 40, 50 per. But again, I'm selling those in the group for members so they can make their profit, stuff like that. That's again one of my main goals. I've sold over 120 deals already in the group for under market and some under retail prices, things like that, giveaways, different stuff like that. So I'm really focused on, again, giving y'all the best I got. So that's everything I need to say right there. I'm Tristan. I don't have any screen recording to end or anything. So I'll see you on the next one soon, hopefully, and catch you then. Peace.